Yeah, and he definitely took it hard because he didn't show up for the prize giving ceremony, but also, and I think that kind of segues into our next discussion, like he's not playing the World Cup either, which would be pretty much the final path for him to be able to qualify the candidates. He's not making it by rating, he's not making it by the FIDE Grand Prix points, so the World Cup would have been the final chance. He's not on the list. He's not playing the World Cup, which was somewhat of a shocker, obviously. What do you think drove him into that decision? Do you
I
think
have no idea.
psychological? Do you think he's just burned out after this one, put everything he had into trying to qualify via the Grand Swiss, or he just doesn't believe in the system in the World Cup?
I don't know, because I think the Grand Swiss it's one of those, like, you have a small percentage to qualify in various ways. You just try your luck here and then you try your luck there. It's his chance of getting top two in the Grand Swiss was not high. It's not high
Mm-hmm.
for anyone. So he had a performance where he gained 8 rating points. If you gain 8 rating points and you don't make it, you can't think I did badly. It just things didn't work out in one or two slightly pivotal moments. You move on to the World Cup. I think that's so. I don't know his reasons, but I wouldn't, if I were in his shoes, I wouldn't think, okay, Grand Swiss was a disaster and now we give up. I would just say, okay.
It is a shocking statement by Alireza not playing the World Cup. Like, this is obviously the World Championship match, the candidates being the one step before the World Championship match. I mean, this is something that every single player dreams about, and every single player usually maximizes their chances to try to get to those final two stages. Him just willingly saying, you know what, I don't want to play the World Cup. I don't want to maybe spend a month in India. It's somewhat of a statement, and we don't know exactly what prompted him to do that, but it is a strange decision, I have to say. Not completely surprising. I mean, we're sort of becoming accustomed to see that from Alireza, sometimes refusing to play in certain events. He has his own ideas and he has his own, I guess, decision-making tools that he uses. But yeah, surprising.
Personally, I would rather take my chance in the World Cup because I think, okay, I should get past the first 2 matches, and you have to get top 3, you have to win 6 out of 7 matches, right?
Yeah.
Or 7 out of 7 if you want to win the whole thing. But 6 out of 7 will do it. You'll get top 3. So then I'm going to start playing top players. Some of them, let's say, I'll have around a 50% chance. Some maybe a slightly more than 50% chance. Definitely not easy. But in the Grand Swiss, I'm going to have to win a ton of games, and then it'll come down to tie breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll perform above my rating and still might not make it because maybe some tie breaks didn't work out. That's the nature of this Grand Swiss. It's like you can do great and just things don't work out. In the World Cup, if you do great, things will probably work out.
Yeah.
Because it usually comes down to you. Like, you have direct matches. If you lose a match, then you just played worse than your opponent. If you play at a higher than 2800 level consistently, you're probably going to make it to the end.
Yeah.
But it's also unforgiving. It can come down to random rapid games. Like last time when I qualified through the World Cup, I almost got knocked out in the 3rd round against Yilmaz Mustafa, who's 2650. He's a strong player. But, that would have been early exit. Hikaru got knocked out by Prague early on, 4th round, I think.
Yeah.
It's a brutal format, but I would still take my chance here because at least if you get to the top 4, like if you get to the semifinals, you still have 2 lives. That's nice.
Yeah.
Top 3 make it, right?
Yeah.
That's a bit of a respite in some sense.
Going into the World Cup, we do see some familiar names trying to qualify, trying to make it. Is going to be so contested. Anish is playing, somewhat surprising, but I guess he just wants to keep the train
the reason
going.
why is because he had signed the contract beforehand, most likely.
You think so?
That's what happened with me when I qualified to the World Cup and I played the Grand Swiss because I had already qualified.
Could be.
I had signed the contract. And like,
it's also a tournament.
Although I don't know for sure.
A lot of people just want to play. I mean,
yeah.
It is a fun event.
For me, I decided to skip because my October is booked. Grand Chess Tour US Championship. I have the Checkmate USA versus India match on October 4th. December is packed. It's freestyle. It's the global.
Yeah, November is basically
league.
the only free month.
Yeah, I just need a little bit of. I mean, if I bounce around like this, going from continent to continent, I go to Africa, go to India, go to Africa, go back to India, go to Doha. I mean, it's a little
It's
bit
too
of a
much.
crazy schedule, yeah.
It is too
I
much.
do want to play, but it's also a tournament where if you actually are happy with the final result, that means that you spent a month there.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, either you feel disappointed or you spend the entire month in the tournament.
It's brutal. It's brutal.